Welcome to our newest transformation. An agent brought us into this home to help her seller, who is the daughter, help her move her mom out of this home into assisted care closer to her in another state. It was an overwhelming process for the daughter because there was so much. This is where the daughter grew up. 40, 50 years of items, and they really needed help. The home couldn't sell in its current condition because it hadn't had a renovation in years. And we did a complete transformation on what used to be a dark home, and we made this bright, airy, spacious, and amazing. And here in a few minutes, the seller's going to get to see it for the first time 8 weeks later, but before they do, we're going to give you a quick tour.
Welcome to our beautiful transformation. This house, as was explained, was dark and closed off and hidden, and our goal is to create an open feeling. And right the moment you walk in the door, you see we've got a canyon view here. We have a life open house, and what we've done to do that is recreate this whole space. So this was closed off. We had a wall partition here with basically a hallway to get through, and our goal was to open this up, create the location where the family is going to be living and take advantage of all that the house has to offer. So that's all part of our design, and it's our goal in the house to make this the wow it is.
And I love Andrew's design. Everybody knows he's so good at that. And so what used to be uppers here, he took those out so that immediately as you walk in the door, like he said, you take in what is the most spectacular part of this house, which is that view, and you couldn't see it from the door before. So you nailed it on this. We love that. And the other thing that Andrew did is the slider used to be going to the side of the house, which wasn't very pretty. So we put the slider right there to the canyon. And that really was the design feature that he came up with, that this whole space got opened up, bright, airy, and from the immediately from walking in the door, you take in that canyon view.
Another big focus with this is the kitchen is the center of the household. And before, as we explained, the divider wall with the kitchen was about here. One, it blocked the view, but also created a really tiny space for the kitchen. So our goal with this is, in space planning, how do we create the kitchen and how do we make that flow work? In this situation, and in most cases, you have your cabinets that come out about 24 inches from the wall. You need at least 48 inches of space to your island so you can have a workflow in space. You want some triangulation with your appliances, and you want to be able to create enough space so that the family can be involved in it. So we take all those factors, and that's how we decide where we want to put this wall as a functionary wall, and so allow the flow. So that's all part of our design, all part of what we want to try to do with every house we come into, and how we want to create the greatest value for that property.
And I always feel that since families spend so much time at these islands, that where you want to invest the money is in the pendant lights. So I always try to find the most gorgeous pendant lights that will make this the heart of the home. In this case, we also, kept up with what is the trend right now, more of the matte finished quartz countertops, the oak cabinets. And what's really fun right now is this dual color, white vanities with the oak mixture. But to really make it pop, we customized these hoods with the oak and then brought the oak shelves in so that it really seamlessly blends together. And we chose oak, by the way, not only because it's so popular right now, but it matches this amazing eucalyptus field behind us. The other feature is that Andrew's making sure that all homes have a pantry now. This is a very small home. It's not even 1,500 square feet. And we were able to design it so that it didn't give up anything. In fact, we added the pantry. There is a pull-out microwave here. Pull-out?
Yeah,
built-in microwave. There's the word I'm looking for. And really all the features that somebody would love in a kitchen, even though it's very small, we made the best use of every little piece of this kitchen to make it feel open and functional for a family.
It really comes down to attention to detail, and again, the flow and what someone's looking for in a home. Obviously, your workspace here with your kitchen, you have your dishwasher on one side, you have your trash on the other side. You got to make sure you have your silverware drawer that's functional and accessible. The microwave, it's so useful, but it's really not the most attractive piece. So you still make it accessible and yet hidden away. Attention to detail is really important with all of these. underlighting, different focuses, as Lana had mentioned before, dial in the focal points of the home. When you look at details like the island itself, we even miter in quartz on the insides of the island so you can see the attention to detail, and
Quartz follows all the way through.
And it ties the home together.
All right, where should we go next? The fireplace. This was brick, and the brick was very outdated. So we always add nice textures, but we make them subtle so family can add whatever accents they want, warm and neutral. And where do you want to go next?
Let's go to the bedroom.
Okay.
Well,
All righty. Let's go into the primary bedroom.
Aside from a kitchen and living space, the decision makers, the buyers that are coming in are the parents. That's the way it works. They want a home. They want an ensuite. They want a place that they can spend their lives, their refuge from the children when they want it. We try and do what we can to create this space to give them everything they need. From the detail to the closets, everything down to custom shoe shelves, but the big focus in this one, it was a dated bedroom. It was a small bathroom, and there was one sink. A key factor would be to create something where it's really functional. In this case, we took this wall down, which is why we created our shoe shelf from the closet space, to give them the functionality and the features they wanted.
Of that dual sinks. There's 2 sinks there. And then, of course, you've got your nice spa-like shower. This was a very old shower prior, and we've given them, a shower glass enclosure, beautiful niche, tiled-in drains. Okay. All right, outside.
All rooms lead to the patio, and this is again a big focal feature of the house. And as you walk out, all the focus is on the expanse of the yard, make it a livable space, a functional space.
And adding lots of color.
Lots of color.
You
grass
could not
for the
see
kids
the
and
grass
dogs.
before. It was buried in about 50 years of leaves. So we created a space over here. We kind of designed it so that they can feel at home and use little niches of the backyard. All right, thank you for touring this transformation with us. The great news is that we already have offers coming in, and this seller stands to make a minimum, we believe, of $100,000 extra for waiting the 8 weeks. And that extra $100,000 or more that we anticipate she's going to earn on this home is really going to help her with her mother and her new location in assisted living. So it's super rewarding for us to be able to help agents and to help sellers. We even moved her out of this home, by the way. So being able to provide that kind of value.
If you're a realtor with potential clients and they have distressed homes and they need help with the transition, we are part of your team. Our goal is to help you help them and create as much value for everybody as possible, and everybody wins.